Hey everyone, so today is going to be my November favorites, and I'm a little late on this month. I think my vacation kind of messed everything up. Usually I'm one of the first people on YouTube to get those monthly favorites out because I really enjoy watching these for, people that I watch. These are one of my favorite kinds of videos to watch. But anyways, let's get right to it because I've got a big pile of stuff in front of me. Let's start with makeup. Even though I've only been using this for a few days, I absolutely have to start with the Guerlain Meteorites Light Diffusing Perfecting Primer. They make two different primers, and the other one has got gold in it, real gold, and I'm not usually a gold person. Usually, if I have a choice between gold and silver, I will normally go for silver. I know today is an exception. I have on a yellow shirt with gold jewelry and brown toned makeup. But normally I would go for silver. But this isn't silver. This is just, has kind of a light pinky glow to it. When you look at this in direct sunlight or even store lighting, if you put some in your hand, you can see like, it's not really glitter, it's kind of hard to describe, but glow is the word that I keep thinking of. Illuminating is another good way to describe it, but I am going to do a product review on this when I can get to it. But this primer is wonderful, and I was kind of put off by the price of it because it was $68, but I think it was worth it. I don't know how long this bottle is going to last, but I'll go into much more depth about this product when I do my product review, but I really, really love it. Okay, so that's my favorite foundation primer now. And I started using my Revlon Colortay foundation again. It was kind of a rediscovered thing. And I've been really, really enjoying this. And especially with that primer, because what I'm doing now is, in order to have like the luminosity of the primer shine through, I'm not using setting powder. So I need something that gives good coverage, and this definitely does do that. Because if I used some of my other foundations, it would show too many flaws, so this gives really good coverage, and it still allows the luminousness of the primer to come through to a certain extent. I mean, the foundation does cover that up quite a bit, but I like that kind of glowy effect that it gives. Okay, and blushes. Well, I've been trying to use more of my blushes and not always grab the NARS Orgasm that I would normally use. But I have to say though that I definitely like the NARS blushes the best. Today I have on Deep Throat, and I would love to get more shades of the NARS blushes, but they are pretty pricey, so that's why I only have two of them. But I would love to get some more try some more shades of those. But those are the ones that I reach for the most, definitely. Okay, let's see. Eyeshadow primer, you gotta go with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but what I've been doing is I've been putting like a very light layer of this, and I mean light, and just blending it all over the lid right up to the eyebrow. Then I've been putting like an eyeshadow base under whatever I use for eyeshadows. And it depends, like for example today my eyeshadow is I'll just show you. Today I used Urban Decay Darkhorse from the Urban Decay Naked palette. That's what's on my lid and blended into the crease. And then I used MAC paint pot in Bare Study, which is this really pretty goldy color. I use that as my highlight color, and I didn't even put anything else. This just by itself is perfect if you want a gold highlight that's subtle and not too intense. So for a base underneath the eyeshadow, I used this MAC shade stick in Gentle Lentil. Looks like this. But what I'm trying to say is that I didn't always use the same base. I would match it up depending on what I was using for an eyeshadow. So, you know, it wasn't like a repeat product over and over again. Concealer, I am still using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And one thing that I noticed about this is that if you're going to use this for a concealer, you want to make sure that you blend it right up to the lash line, otherwise you're going to get like a slight color differentiation. So if you want to try that, just make sure that you blend it up all the way. But I really like this as a concealer, more so than any of the things that are supposed to be concealers. But if I was going to use like a traditional concealer, I like the MAC Pro Longwear one. That's very good also. Eyeshadows this month, definitely the Urban Decay Naked Palette, and also all my MAC eyeshadows. Ever since I depotted my MAC eyeshadows, I definitely grab for them much more often than I did before, almost consistently. Having them in the palettes makes it so much easier because you can just grab like any random palette, open it up, look at what's there, and then, you know, see, as you can see, I don't have them grouped by color, not yet anyway. I may do that eventually, but for now, I just, you know, put them in the palettes and didn't think too much about it. Actually, there is a system, but it's like too silly to even tell, so don't ask. Yeah, so now that they're in palette form, I definitely reach for those a lot more. Okay, and mascara is definitely still the Maybelline The Falsies mascara. I've noticed after using this day after day, month after month, that it's finally starting to, you know, when I use it, I'm not getting as much product on the wand anymore, so it is finally starting to run out. But this is definitely a great mascara. And the Milani Lip Flash pencils that I had bought, that I did like 2-3 videos on them, I loved them so much. These are great because you can either use it as a lip pencil and then put lipstick over it, or you can use it as a lip pencil and put lip gloss over it, which is what I did today. I have on this brown one, which is called, it's just #1 Lip Flash. And then I have this Hydra Plump lip gloss on top of it, which is just like a brown lip gloss that has like the plumping effect. And I can't read the color name on the bottom of it, and I don't even remember the name of the store that I bought it. I was at one of those perfume stores that sell nothing but perfume, and they had these at the checkout counter, like in a little container, so I just grabbed one because they weren't that expensive, and usually plumping lip glosses are pretty pricey, but this one wasn't. So I don't remember the name of the store, and I can't read this. This printing on the bottom is really tiny. Oh, wait a minute. Toasted almond. That's what it says. I just picked it up. Okay. Anyways, that's what I'm wearing for lip products today. But yeah, my point was that the Milani Lip Flash pencils are terrific. Or you can even wear them just by themselves, because they have like full coverage and they're shimmery and they're gorgeous just on their own. I usually like to put a MAC lipstick on top of them, or a lip gloss though. But so if I was going to grab for lipsticks and lip glosses, it's usually my MAC ones. And for eyeliner, I've been absolutely loving the MAC Blacktrack Fluidline. I have a lot of eyeliners, but this on my waterline, I love it. Love it. What else have I got here? Brushes. My favorite brushes, if somebody said, okay, we're going to take away all your makeup brushes except for 4, I would say, and these are going to look funny because I just washed them like right before I started filming, so look how funny that looks. But my MAC 129, I like this because I can use it for blush, powder, yeah, mostly blush and powder, but I'm not using powder anymore. Well, that's my new kick now, not using powder. So I'm using this lately for blush. That's been working out pretty good. And the Sonia Kashuk flat top synthetic brush is perfect for every foundation. Doesn't matter whether it's cream or liquid or whatever. It's usually fluffier than this. But yeah, Sonia Kashuk makes really good brushes. If you are looking for brushes that are a little less expensive than, say, MAC, they're really good, and I love this one for foundation. Eyeshadow, the MAC 224 brush, I'm finding that this is like multi-purpose because you can use it either to apply eyeshadow, to blend eyeshadow. It can be used for a variety of things. So this is a must-have for eyeshadow brush. And for eyeliner, the MAC 210, I know some of you had told me that you really like the Sonia Kashuk one, which I do have, the angled one, this one here. But I really prefer the MAC 210. And I find that with eyeliner brushes, it's very much a personal preference. Like the way you hold the brush and everything, you have to take that into consideration. So for me, I find that this makes putting on gel eyeliner easy. And that's a pretty bold statement because it's not the easiest thing in the world to put on. And as far as face products, I am still, day after day, year after year, even decade after decade, still using the Cetaphil cleanser and the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. Now, I have dry, sensitive skin, so this isn't going to be great for everyone. Probably the cleanser would be great for everyone, no matter what your skin type is. But the moisturizer, I think, would be too intense if you didn't have dry skin. But for me, it's perfect. There was a time when it was too intense for me, but now that I'm older, this is really, really great. I don't get those dry patches. I used to get like certain places on my skin that would get dry, but ever since I started using this, I don't get that anymore. Okay, and for hair products, oh my gosh, I got a ton of them, so I'm going to try to run through this really fast. For heat protectant spray, I really like the Schwarzkopf Got To Be Guardian Angel. Of all the heat protectant sprays I've used, this is definitely my favorite for a lot of reasons, but especially right before you flat iron. This is great, great stuff, and not expensive at all, very inexpensive and affordable. I also like, what I've been doing lately is I've been taking Chi Infra treatment and putting that in my hair before I start blow drying it. Then when I get halfway through the blow drying process, I put in Chi Silk Infusion. Then I do go with the Got To Be right before I flat iron. Now sometimes I put the Chi Infra treatment and I sort of mix it with Garnier Fructis leave-in conditioning cream. Depends. I don't do that every day, but I find that that gives it a little more of a protecting, moisturizing thing. And then I wash my hair every other day. So on the day that I don't wash my hair, I spray just a little bit of keratin mist into the length part of my hair and work it through sort of as like a conditioning treatment. And that's what it says here, leave-in strengthening treatment. So I do that on the day that I don't put all those other things in there. As far as makeup remover goes, I'm still using the Desert Essence jojoba oil to remove my eye makeup because I find that this just removes it so easily with no tugging and pulling on the eye area, and it's great because it's moisturizing that area at the same time that it's removing the makeup. So sort of a remover and treatment in one, and you can find this at either Whole Foods Market or most organic type stores that sell, you know, any kind of natural organic stuff. Health food stores, that's what I was trying to think of. And then I just wash my face with the Cetaphil lotion, yada yada. For the skin on my body, I've been using these Sephora dry oils, and depending on my mood, if I want something sweet, I use the vanilla cupcake, and if I want something like spicy tropical, I use the coconut cream. I just spray this like a fine mist of it all over and just rub it in, and it's so easy to use as opposed to like a greasy, slimy cream. You can tell I'm not like the biggest fan of body moisturizing. I mean, I do it every single day. You kind of have to, especially in this kind of cold, dry weather. But this makes it a pure pleasure to do because it smells so good. And they do have other scents besides those two, and these are only like, I think they're $7 for a bottle, and it lasts surprisingly a long time. And I like to just throw in one random favorite at the end that has nothing to do with makeup and beauty. And that is, I have a wicked sweet tooth, but I try very hard not to eat ice cream, cake, cookies, pastries, you know, anything like that. I try to just stay away from it if possible. I mean, once in a while I do cave and have something like that, but for the most part I'm always looking for something to satisfy that sweet tooth urge, and I'm pretty sure that I found something that's going to solve that problem now. And these are jumbo shingo pears from Korea, and it comes packaged with 3 pears in a plastic container like this. And then when you open it up, it comes in this white spongy thing. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is, but here's what it looks like. They're huge. And at first what I was doing was I was trying to get my husband to split one with me, like after dinner for dessert. But he's not always in the mood to eat fruit like right after he's eaten dinner. So last night I ate a whole one of these by myself for dessert. But it definitely satisfies that urge for something sweet, and they're really, really sweet and juicy. Oh my God, so, so good. A little bit expensive though, I guess because they're from Korea, so they have to ship them over here to the United States, but because I paid $6 for this package of 3, so, and I think that's the way they sell them at my grocery store, is in a package of 3, but I haven't really looked at other stores to see if they can be bought individually, but $6 for 3 pairs is, you know, kind of a lot, but worth it. Absolutely delicious. So I highly recommend those. And that's my monthly favorites for November. And tomorrow I'm going to announce my contest winner. If you want to, you can still submit a video today, and I will certainly watch it and consider it. But right now, you know, I definitely have a particular person in mind whose video that I thoroughly enjoyed, But you know, don't let that hold you back. If you want to submit a video, I will definitely watch it and keep an open mind. But if not, then look for that video tomorrow announcing the winner, and I'm definitely going to subscribe to the winner's channel because I want to see more videos from the person who wins, because, you know, it was my favorite. So, all right then, tomorrow look for that video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.